And who would have ever believed they actually concocted the Russia hoax with the phony dossier paid for by Hillary Clinton, filled with real Russian disinformation. And that, of course, the FBI, they take that information, they use the Russian disinformation to commit premeditated fraud over on a FISA court many times over the course of a year. They actually spied on the Trump campaign, the Trump transition team, and even the Trump White House and President Trump. Ultimately, they even tried to use this disinformation to impeach the president and remove him from office. When 4 separate investigations cleared the president, after 3 years, did any of them ever admit they were wrong? Did they ever apologize? Anyone in the mob and the media ever correct the record? Or any of these people that did all of this to this country ever held accountable? Nope. Instead, they simply moved on to the next hoax. 3 long years dragging the country through hell. And the next one, well, let's just move to Ukraine. This wasn't ever about high crimes or misdemeanors. This was always about their own rage and refusal to accept the results of 2016. How many times have I said, if Donald Trump cured cancer, they'd want to impeach him for that too? Take a look.
If he takes the risk of going to trial and he's convicted, that could be seen as an impeachable offense.
If he's not a legitimately elected president in your mind, there are tools that Congress has.
That tweet fits the Republican definition of an impeachable offense.
I will fight every day until he is impeached and impeached 45.
It's an impeachable offense.
Perhaps impeachable offense.
That's an impeachable offense.
Is that an impeachable offense?
Is that an impeachable offense to you? He's much more vulnerable to impeachment.
Potentially criminal or even impeachable.
Grounds for impeachment, or does that not go far enough in your view?
Grounds for impeachment. Let's talk about impeachment.
Impeachment is on the table.
Which impeachable offense?
Bullies don't win, and I said maybe they don't, because we're going to go in here, we're going to impeach them.
It's an impeachable offense. If that's not impeachable, I don't know what is.
There is substantial evidence that the president is guilty of high crimes and misdemeanors.
Grounds for impeachment?
Tipping point, talk of impeachment reaches a fever pitch on Capitol Hill.
Democrats, the mob, the media spewed these outright lies for years. They promoted one hoax after another. They pushed one lie after another, one conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory. Now these same people sanctimoniously, they want to lecture the entire country on civility. Guess what? We went back, we've been looking, we can't find a single Democrat that said stop, especially after 4 investigations, not one. Anybody in the media, did they ever apologize for all the lies they've been telling for years and years, and the conspiracy theories that they spread on fake news, CNN, MSDNC, the New York Times, Washington Post, ABC, NBC, CBS? No. On this program, we were then, and we are still today, as independent as always. I'm not changing. We forge our own path on this program, and we are among the only ones that took the time to peel back the layers of the onion with great radio and TV staff, and of course our ensemble cast, and report the truth. The truth that, by the way, we've been vindicated on many, many times. We're going to remind you regularly about the mob and the media, the Democrats' breathtaking, never-ending hypocrisy. Yeah, we were right about the Russia hoax. They lied. They pushed conspiracy theories. We were right about the Ukraine impeachment hoax. Only one eyewitness. Only one. A lot of opinion witnesses. We had the patriotic, courageous, anonymous, hearsay whistleblower. Only one fact witness. A lot of opinion witnesses. A lot of hearsay witnesses. We were also right about Kavanaugh. We were right about Nicholas Sandman. We were right about Zero Experience Hunter. We were right about Joe and his quid and his pro and his quo with Ukraine. By the way, Joe, stay tuned. A lot more coming. And we were right about this summer's violence in American cities. Time and time again, we were condemning the rioting, the looting, the arson, the murder, while the left was making excuses and denying the very truth and reality that our own eyes saw. In many cases, the mob and the media, Democrats, they either ignored or outright applauded those people. Oh, it's like my favorite photo. Everything is relatively peaceful right now. The city's burning behind that picture on fake news CNN. Some of them even applauded some of this madness. We'll remind you.
Respectfully, should that be done by a commission or the city council, not a mob in the middle of the night throwing it into the harbor?
They'll do what they do.
Violence across the whole country. Do you just about the last from Antigua? That's happening in Portland right now?
That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C.
About Antigua in Portland?
Yes.
They're not gonna stop before Election Day in November, and they're not gonna stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not gonna let up, and they should not.
This is a post-step protest. It is not generally speaking unruly, but fires have been started.
It says it right in the name, Antifa, anti-fascism, which is what they were there fighting. Listen, there's, no organization is perfect. There was some violence.
No organization is perfect. And to make matters worse, you got Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. They actually sought to vilify the police. Kamala's case, she defunded the police effort, supported that in LA, and vilify them when they were needed the most. Democrats openly flirting with that idiotic idea to defund the police. Joe Biden even using the term enemy. Police become the enemy. Oh, we have the tape. Take a look.
Surplus military equipment for law enforcement. They don't need that. The last thing you need is an up-armored Humvee coming into a neighborhood. It's like the military invading. They don't know anybody. They become the enemy. They're supposed to be protecting these people. So my generic point is that...
Can we agree that we can redirect some of the funding?
Yes, absolutely.
We have confused